Today marks 1 week since that tornado ripped through parts of West Michigan, leaving tons of damage in its wake. Now, all week we've been taking you to areas to show you the aftermath and the cleanup process. Today, 24-hour News 8's Coco McAvoy went to a neighborhood in Kentwood where families are still cleaning up and trying to get their lives back to normal as much as possible.
1 week later, the Ruster family is still dealing with picking up all of the pieces after the tornado. You can see that the carpet is still damp with water. There's still debris on the countertop and an opening to the roof. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. And these images we captured in Kentwood this morning are nothing short of that. Roofs caved in, signs to keep people out of the area, and belongings still lying in piles of debris.
All the trees pile up everywhere.
Tammy Ruster lived in this once cozy home with her husband and child for 9 years. When the tornado ripped through the area last weekend, the family of 3 was trapped inside.
We don't know what to do at the time. We can't see because it's so dark.
A group of neighbors, including Mitch Ware and his family, helped get them to safety. And since then, they've been pitching in where they could and even housed the Rusters for a couple of nights.
In times of crisis and emergency, everybody was looking out for one another, and that's what communities do.
A week later, the scenery in this neighborhood hasn't changed much, but the members of the community are counting their blessings, grateful to have been spared a much worse outcome.
There's a strong sense of thanksgiving and blessing because this could have been so much worse.
The Ruster family has been talking with the insurance company, just trying to figure out what to do next with their home. In Kentwood, I'm Coco McAvoy, 24-hour News 8.
Now, we also checked with the Kentwood mayor, Stephen Kepley. He says crews have been working around the clock for the past week, and there have been many improvements throughout the city. By Wednesday, power was restored to the majority of the city, and the number of power lines have been replaced that were needed to do so. He says the city is not able to receive state nor federal funds for disaster relief because it doesn't meet all of the parameters, and it will still take months to clean up the damage. The city will also be holding a public meeting tomorrow night to update residents on the recovery efforts. They'll also share information for you on resources available for debris removal and home repairs. That meeting starts at 6:30 at the Kelloggsville Christian Reformed Church on 52nd Street. 3 area churches also pitched in to help those affected by the tornado today. Dozens of volunteers spread out in the 4700 block of Brooklyn Avenue in Grand Rapids. Some of the volunteers cooked out, providing a meal for those in need, while others helped in the cleanup efforts.
Well, if you're not in this area, it's easy to go by it, but you know, living in this area, I ride past, I see all the trees. Up until a day or two ago, you couldn't even get down this street to get help to some of these people.
Volunteers from Renaissance Church of God in Christ, St. Paul's United Methodist, and Wyoming Park United Methodist Church all stepped up to help. What a great gesture by all of you who came out and did that. We're continuing our campaign to help those impacted by the storm. All you have to do to help is text HELP WM to 36729. You'll be given an option to donate to either the Salvation Army or the American Red Cross. And if you'd like more information, we have a link set up for you online. You'll find that, of course, at woodtv.com.